How's the overall health of the detainee population?
Overall good. A couple issues. Obviously, we're concerned about those that continue to not eat, but we're also concerned about the ones that are getting older and developing. We do have some chronic illness out there. We have detainees, for example, that developing heart disease, for example. We have some that have come, that came with illness. As you remember, last year we went through a bit of a scare with the TB. There was some worry that we could potentially have an active TB case down here, which turns out not to be the case. So we went through very methodically and tested all the detainees over again, re-baselined them all, if you will, and then we had to do that with all the Blue Force as well. So anybody who was in the camps routinely coming in contact, we had to test them all over again.
When was that?
We did that. That was last summer, shortly after I got here, and then through the fall, we had some public health experts come down and do a survey for us to determine if that was the case. TB being so prevalent in the part of the world where a lot of these detainees come from, just about all of them have been exposed to them, and well over half of them have latent TB. In other words,
was that CDC or was there?
Well, the Navy. The Navy has a environmental medical unit that specifically does that kind of surveys. Yes, they did.
They have over half had latent.
Yeah, I think that's the number. Let me before you say that, but I'm pretty sure it's over half.
Around there.
Yeah, I mean it's like a lot of folks. So it's not active. It's just latent TB. They don't have to be treated for it. But the point is that they've been exposed to it sometime in the past, and there was concern. We were, frankly, over the years, the testing had shown some perturbations in that number, so you had to surmise, okay, if more of them become latent, then somebody's got to be active. Everybody who rolls in and out of here as part of their pre-deployment and post-deployment gets tested for TB, so we got that covered. As far as the detainees go, now we've got them all baseline, and every year we're gonna test them. And when I say test, for a lot of them, it's just it's potentially just a questionnaire, because for example, have you been coughing a lot? Kind of standard questions that'll lead then the doctors towards, okay, we might need to take this individual in. We once a guy's late, and they don't necessarily need to do the blood test, but they might want to take him in and give him a chest X-ray, for example, to see if there's anything developing in their lungs. One of the key leading indicators of TB is weight loss.
That's right, yeah.
So one of the first things the docs look at when they is that. So that was a concern, because now we got detainees saying they're on a hunger strike. At the same time, we're worried about TB, and so we kind of had this mix of, okay, how do we sort the chaff from the wheat out here, and the ones that are potentially TB cases. So that's an example of some of the health issues. We do have detainees, like I said, that as they get older develop quite a few hypertension, diabetes, heart ailments, heart disease.
Is that why the JMG was never drawn down?
You mean from which point? You mean from last year when they
sent in the reinforcement?
Right. You recall we reinforced them, and then so what we've done over the last few years or few months is looked at, okay, what do we need to do medically down here and what we can do. So after scrubbing all that and looking at the numbers and what the JMG can feasibly do, we came to what we think is a pretty good number, and that is 14 personnel more than what the baseline was last year when we got the additional 35 or so people. So
ratio of still almost 1-to-1.
Yes, it is.